That's right, everyone. The time has come again when everyone in the Rainbow Six community wants to die to a Tachanka turret. Ubisoft patch notes. Now, Ubisoft is not typically known for thinking about the community and, well, except for not destroying the Lord. Thank you, great Soviet lords above. You're angels now. So last Friday, November 2nd, Ubisoft posted news for the Season 4 of Year 3, and the subject of these notes are aesthetic changes. To put it in short, Ubisoft is censoring R6 like a communist country. And no, I don't mean socially. So relax, children. You can still type all of your Call of Duty inspired obscenities, inside jokes, and sarcastic remarks without the threat of being banned instantly. No, what I'm talking about has to do with the game itself. And what I mean by that is the maps and the looks. Ubisoft's master plan is to expand into Asian territories, and they need to ensure compliance so that the game will be available in this region. I especially like how they use the word compliance, as it's the only word to explain the country that this is being targeted at. Now, they don't specify exactly where in Asia they want to make Rainbow available, but I have a pretty good guess after looking at this. Ubisoft is looking to bring Rainbow Six to our favorite Republic of People, China. Now, the first abominable change that Ubisoft is going to make is to remove all skulls in the game, because skulls have no right in Republic of People. Take the new death icons. A kill no longer has a skull appear in the kill feed, and instead decides to go for the CPR dump look. And even worse is the melee kills, because now the kill feed will only use an image of the Riot Games logo instead of the usual knife, which literally makes no sense, because no one in Rainbow Six can even melee with their fists. Everyone uses a knife except for Monty, Blitz, and Shield Fuse, and this is completely pointless, because if having a 2D outline of a knife in the kill feed is so inappropriate for China, then how in the hell is the actual knifing used to melee kills still allowed? But wait, we're still not done with the skull bullshit. In these provided images on Clubhouse, they are changing the skull used for the club's name to the bandit the bandana. Now, Tom, you may ask, why is Ubisoft going after skulls when literally every first-person shooter has them? Maybe it's because none of them are available in Republic of People. Unless you've been living under a rock, skulls are the most notorious thing China censors because it's taboo to show skulls in their culture. And it's not just the kill feed and maps. Ubisoft's made it pretty obvious that they are out to destroy all skulls in Rainbow Six, and who's to say that operators are safe? Just look at Kavira. Her entire character and even her icon are recognizable by her face paint. And what is her face paint supposed to be, you ask? It's a skull! What are they supposed to change Kavira's face to? A clown? A gnome? Plastic Pinocchio? Is this the last thing you want to see when you get interrogated? Cap, at the top of the stairs! Gambling. The thing we do when we want to forget how much our lives suck. Sometimes I just play a few games and maybe win $5 on the machines in the clubhouse. But oh wait, they're gone! Ubisoft now wants gambling gone. They've now replaced them with a few stunning beer bottles which are literally everywhere else on the fucking map. So all of you who are hoping for a casino map of some kind, put them back in the box, because Overwatch is more likely to have gambling in their maps. Speaking of Overwatch, Ubisoft's grand plan also involves getting rid of environmental blood on maps. Now, I won't be mad if Ubisoft removes this from the game, like this image from Skyscraper that they have provided. But this change does bother me because Overwatch's Japanese map, Hanamura, has blood on the banner on point B, and Overwatch is available in China too, and they still have it. What will really piss me off is if environmental blood also means that blood will no longer go on the walls or the floor if you shoot someone, which will be a serious blow to the realistic shooter aspect that Siege is based on. Stop. Just stop. Oh, Ubisoft, okay, you can take away our skulls, our gambling, our blood, but how dare you take away this from me? How am I supposed to jack off to a hand that's literally flipping me off? I just think that this is how Ubisoft is giving us the giant middle finger for shitting on them all year. And not just figuratively, but literally. The beautiful fluorescent outline that is this woman is everything. Okay, jokes aside, this is not that awful of a change, but it once again takes away from the realism of the map that when it is literally a clubhouse. And it's not like there are any people there. And why do they need to get rid of sexual content when Siege is an M-rated game? So mature all of a sudden means no sign outlines of a woman. Okay? It just seems like a really petty change, and obviously another taboo in China that compromises Siege's realism and the setting that players have known since the beginning. So, why isn't Ubisoft only going to implement these changes on Asian servers? Why force Western countries to have these ridiculous censorships? Ubisoft actually gives two reasons, and they are, well, questionable to say the least. They want to, one, build because they say it will be quicker to make changes to react to, and address issues more quickly. I'm quoting them there. Don't pull that card, Ubisoft. When were you ever quick to fix something? I mean, just look at Operation Grim Sky. When it was launched, like half of all players, including me, weren't even able to get into a casual game. It took Ubisoft a full week to get it working again. I couldn't play Siege for a week. It took them that long to do server maintenance. So, Ubisoft clearly doesn't have the best track record when it comes to addressing game issues. So I don't really think having one version is really going to make a difference in how long it takes to fix the million bugs in this game. And it's not like Ubisoft is a small game company either. The fact that they can't fix these problems, but are more concerned about censoring things to get the game in China really goes to show how much they'll bullshit. Their second point was that they only want to have to do the work once. And I'm quoting here, having the same people work on a singular global version of the game ensures that we only need to do the work once. I don't know about you, but this tells me that the dev team is being lazy and apparently can't just copy what can be used in both versions onto the China server and make those minuscule changes. I mean, how difficult is it to put a PNG on a wall? So great, Ubisoft. Great job showing just how unwilling you are to keep a good relationship with your players and instead want to suck up to one country for money. Ubisoft really needs to make it so that these censorship changes will only affect Chinese servers or whatever territories they're pushing into that require these taboo changes. But leave the rest of us alone! Why are they giving into the taboo demands of China, you ask? Because they want money! There are literally 1.3 billion people in China, and Ubisoft's counting them on them to boost player numbers and therefore profit. The problem is that they're censoring subjects that are offensive in only 1 or 2 countries out of the dozens that the game is available. They're seriously being lazy about the whole one build excuse because they're falling back in order to give a weak explanation as to why they're unable to have 2 versions when plenty of other companies have different versions for their online games. The best example of this was Call of Duty World at War, where they had to have certain censorships in the German version. So it begs the question, if Activision can have different censorships for different countries, then why is Ubisoft being so adamant about not doing anything? Laziness? Profit? We may never know. We can only speculate how much of the game's maps will actually change in aesthetic. But these changes are going to set to take place in Season 4, which is coming next month, and November 6th, the day I'm actually writing this script, in fact. Ubisoft announced that the next season will be Operation Wind Bastion, and will introduce the Moroccan operators, so we were right, which officially makes them the first African CTU, which is pretty nice. There will be a female attacker and a male defender, and the CTU is Giger, or the GIGR, or the Groupe d'Intervention de la Gendarmerie Royale, and the map will take place at a Kasbah, I'm assuming is some sort of temple, and will be right next door to some sort of oasis. And the way they described it was a lot of roof action, so what that means, I have no idea. Well, that's all I've got for today. If you like this video, please consider subscribing and hit the unnecessary bell button for notifications and share this video. Until then, see you guys next time.